Hello and welcome to episode 29 of Minecraft Survival with NuttyChef. Last episode we were sort of finishing up preparations to build our mob farm, and this episode hopefully we can start it. That's the plan. So I'm just over here in the desert gathering up some sand for a whole lot of glass that we're going to need. I've got a shulker box in here full of sand as well, so I just got to finish filling up my inventory and we should be good to go. I got a whole bunch of those cyan flowers from the swamp in that flower farm we built last episode to dye our glass and our terracotta, so we should be good to go. And from when I dug out that slime farm, that big hole, I got a whole bunch of iron from that too, which we'll need for the pistons and the hoppers. I think we're going to need, how many? There's 10 floors, 4, so we'll need 40 pistons, so that's 40 iron. But we'll need a whole lot more for the hopper ring underneath. I think we're full. Let's get rid of some of this. Some of that. I'll keep this stuff. I don't have a lot of it at the moment, but once we build our mob farm, we'll have plenty of this stuff. Yeah, so I'll just gather up a bit more of this. I'll get a few more things sorted, and I'll head over to the site of the mob farm. And yeah, I am going to need to do a lot more iron mining, but we've definitely got enough iron to do the main part of the mob farm today, so I'll see you over there in a second. Okay, here we are back at home. I got all the sand. I've put it into the super smelter. It's just loading up the cart now. So once that's full, it should go all into our furnaces. Let's just check if they've got enough coal and stuff. Yeah, that should be fine to smelt all that. And we've got the iron. We'll need that for the pistons. So we've got the glass, we've got the pistons, and I've just I've just dyed up some of this blue terracotta, which we've got to throw in the furnace as well to make it into glazed terracotta. It turns out these flowers aren't actually cyan flowers, they're actually light blue. So I can't remember what the light blue version of glazed terracotta looks like, but we're going to have to go with that. It should turn out cool, should turn out fine. And we'll dye our glass light blue as well, and it should all match, so it should look quite nice. And this shulker box I've just emptied out, it was the dirt one. I'm going to put the glass in this one, so I'm going to take some shulker boxes with us, so we've got everything we need when we're over there. So yeah, and between episodes I did a lot of trading with the villager in the pumpkin farm, just to get my levels back up and to get some emeralds and stuff. So I bought a whole bunch of mending books, which I've used most of them. There's still a few here. And I've pretty much put mending on everything now. So we've got mending. All this is mending except for this and that. I tried to put mending on my sword, but it doesn't go. Like, I don't know why. Must be too many enchantments on it already, or there's a special order that you've got to put the. Oh, now it's working. Oh. Okay, well now it's working. Sweet. Well, let's do that. So now we've got a mending sword, and everything else is mending. No, I've got this one in my hand here. This is mending, my main pick. I was just trying to keep it up here to whenever I killed some some mobs, I could get some experience to mend it back up. And yeah, so we've just got to put mending on that. Let's do that now. Got another mending book in here. Will it work? Yeah, great, awesome. Okay, so now we have mending on everything. Sweet. Okay, so just got to wait for the glass to smelt. Got to smelt this glazed terracotta. Got to grab some other stuff. We've got to get some slime blocks from the slime farm. And we've got to craft up some pistons and grab some redstone. And so I'll do all that, and then I'll meet you over at the spot where we're going to build this. It's going to be over that direction in the ocean, so there's no spawns on the ground near our mob farm. So all the spawns will happen in our mob farm. And yeah, I'll meet you over there in a second. Alright, I think I've got everything. So I'll just head over there now. I've already put down a pillar in the ocean to sort of mark where I wanted it to be. I'm not sure if it's exactly where I want it though. Let's just get up here and have a look. So, okay, so there's the pillar. And here's the ocean that we've got here. Alright, so I want to be able to see it from here because I want to sort of make a lookout here, I think, to sort of look out onto the ocean. I think it would be pretty cool, nice view. And so I wanted it to be loaded when we're here, but when we're out there and we're AFK over there at the mob farm, hopefully we'll be far enough away that the rest of our town won't be loaded. So if we do get a storm or something, it won't burn down our town like it did last time. Like as you can see here, like some trees have been struck by lightning around here. Must have been when I was AFK at the pumpkin farm. So yeah, we've got to be careful about that. But yeah, I was actually thinking of maybe building the mob farm like here, and an iron farm, like a big tower iron farm here, so we could have like 2 towers, maybe. I don't know. So I might move that pillar just over to like here or something like that. So let's go do that now. Yeah, I think that's the best idea. Let's glide over there. And I don't have many rockets left, so I'm just trying not to use the rockets. And yeah, I did a small video on this mob farm design that I'm going to use. I think it was the last episode I did. Well, it wasn't an episode, but the last video that I did. And yeah, it's a pretty cool design. Just uses slime blocks and stuff. But since then, I've actually fiddled around with it a bit more and come up with a better design. So I'm going to be going with the version 2, and after this episode, I'll make another video of the version 2 of it. So, because this will probably take at least 2 episodes to finish this mob farm. It's a pretty big project, but at least you'll be able to see what we're building. It won't be a tutorial or anything, it'll just sort of show how it works, but you'll get to see me building it in the episodes anyway, so that's okay. And yeah, the second version gets about twice as many spawning spaces per piston. So I was trying to make like a piston pushing one that uses slime blocks, so that instead of like the old piston pushing ones where it was like 1 piston per spawning space, I was trying to get as many spawning spaces per piston. So I think I've done a pretty good job there. I think we get 21 spawning spaces for every piston. So yeah, it looks pretty good. Looks pretty cool as well. It lights up on the inside now, which is pretty cool, especially at night time. So we want to get up to 200. Why level 200? So we're almost there. And then this mob farm is going to be 10 layers tall, and we should have enough blocks left because 256 is the world height limit, but we should have enough blocks left to manage that. Actually, let's stop here and make a little platform that we can put like a crafting bench and chests and anything we need down here to work on our farm. And a good thing about building over an ocean is if we fall off, we're not going to die, are we? We're going to be fine. And we've got the elytra now anyway, so we can just glide away. Okay, that'll do. And then we'll go up from here to level 200. And I've got some ladders on me, so next time we can put the ladders up. Okay, so let's start here. So this is 200, so we want the first layer to be here. So let's get our box of stuff out. We can jump down here. Let's put our ender chest down here too. Let's actually grab all the things we need, all of our shulker boxes, and we can just lay them on this little platform we've got here. And we are ready to go. We've got a little workstation down here. So where were my ladders? Here we go. So we can put those up there. And we want it to start our, let's go one down. We want to actually start our first spawning platform on level 200, I think, just to keep it easy to, because when we go down to do our hopper pad, we want to count how many blocks down. So if we do it on a round number, that'll make it easier to count. So let's grab out a whole bunch of these, because we'll need them to make some stone bricks, which we'll put our redstone on. Let's grab some redstone. Grab our sticky pistons. I won't do any of the circuit. There's a circuit down the bottom, but we won't do that till the end, because we can just do the main structure first. We'll need the torches. And let's make some of these what are they called? Redstone lamps. I haven't got the recipe for it. That's okay. We need more redstone. That's cool. We'll just have to grab some more redstone out. Okay. So we're pretty cool. I think we need some slabs. Grab those. And we need glass. Man, we need all of this stuff. Let's just do this one step at a time. Okay, let's just get up there and go for it. So basically, so we're at 99. So this is where the first torch has got to go. And we'll use cobblestone for pillaring. And we'll pillar out on a diagonal up our farm as we build it, I think. So we'd have one torch there. We'd actually want a block down there. Come on. There. We can put a ladder back on there. If we can. And let's just get on top of there. Put a torch down there. So we want this torch to be off. And now we can take out our redstone lines to our first set of pistons. So we're on level 200. I think we actually, because the pistons are going to go out. Yeah, so we actually need to make this the level where we put our first, get out of here, our first torch. So there, and then we'll take it out from there. So Let's just go out. So it's pretty simple. You can get rid of this now. So it's just, you just go out 4 in each direction. So 1, 2, 3, 4. And we're going to put our piston on the end, which actually might be a bit annoying because we have to face it outwards. Try and get this piston back. Oh, we didn't get it back. That's okay. I'm not going to go down there and get it. Okay, so we're going to have to grab some scaffolding out, I think, to do this. We don't have our slime blocks on us either. Okay, so we just go 4 out in each direction and put a piston on the end. So each layer is just like that. A cross shape with redstone and a torch. And all these cross shapes come off, and the torch tower just goes straight up through the middle. So all these cross shapes are on the off torches. So every second torch. So it's pretty simple. Okay. It's a lot easier to build in creative than survival. So what's an easy way to do this? We could put our terracotta in each layer. Maybe that'll make it easier to just stick the pistons in on the end. So let's go back down here. We probably don't need our ladder to be here. Probably want to go up diagonal, up the side there. So let's grab our terracotta. Which one's that in? This one. So let's put some of this away. Grab some terracotta and some slime blocks. Let's put the tools we don't need away. They're taking up inventory. Okay. Let's go back up. So we're gonna want to come out this way. Let's just scaffold out here. So basically here. Every piston's going to be able to push 11 slime blocks. So that's 1 in the center, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not too worried about the orientation of these. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm not too worried about the orientation of these terracotta blocks because it's not, they're just a long strip and we're going to see it from really far away, so you'll only just be able to see like a blur basically. It's not going to really bother me. And then the slime blocks actually go, the slime blocks go on this level where the terracotta is, so I've got to come one further out with these. And we'll have to get rid of all this. Hopefully we can get some of it back. Okay, and then slime blocks. So that one piston is going to be able to push all of these slime blocks. And that's how I had it in my original version, which I just released, the video before this. I actually had terracotta blocks on top of the slime blocks so that the mobs couldn't jump over here. And I had slabs on top of those terracotta blocks to stop spawns. But then I was reading the wiki and it turns out mobs can actually spawn on top of slime blocks. So we're going to take advantage of that and have it so when the pistons, these slime blocks push out and push the mobs off this way, the mobs that are standing here, the floor beneath them will be removed because it'll be pushed out that way, and they're going to fall down as well. So we actually get twice the amount of spawning spaces, so that's pretty cool. So how are we going to do this for the rest of them? We could just come out like this, so we could just come out like this, and is that going to be where we want it? Can we just go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and then the piston, and the slime blocks. Perfect. So I guess I'll do this one layer just to show you guys, and then I'll complete the rest of the layers because they're all pretty much exactly the same. So I'll try and be quick about this. So I might speed it up a little bit just so you don't have to watch it all. Okay, so we've got all those in. We can get rid of the this now. And now it's time to put some glass in. So what's going to happen is the slime blocks actually sort of bounce the mobs. So it's not like a normal block that's pushing them off. Because it's a slime block that actually bounces them off a bit further than a normal block would. So what that means is we can actually take advantage of that and get them pushed up against some glass, which I've got in here. That'll do for now. Let's put these ladders up here, make it easier for us. Okay, so what we can do is let's just get some junk blocks and the glass. So we can have the glass going like this. Get rid of these blocks all the way along every side like this. And what's going to happen is the mobs that are standing here are going to get bounced straight into this glass and they're going to fall straight down. So they're not going to fly off and fly anywhere, they'll just go directly straight down. So when we build our hopper pads down the bottom, we should only need a ring. We won't need a full pad, so that should save a bit of iron, because I don't have a whole lot of iron. I've got to get some more. And I'll just get the rest of these done and I'll come back for the next part. Alrighty, so that's one spawning space taken care of, but what about the ones that are standing on the slime blocks? Basically, we can't have this spawning space utilized because they'll just, when it goes that way, they'll just fall onto the extended piston arm, like they won't go anywhere. So we need to block that one off, unfortunately. It's the only way I could think of doing it. So the only spawning spaces on the slime blocks are these ones and these ones. So they can just fall straight down. And we have to put a slab on top of every piston because mobs can spawn on the pistons. So let's just put all these in. And one more. And then grab some more glass. You don't have to use glass, by the way, for those bits there. They can just be any block you want, really, as long as mobs can't spawn on top. They could be underneath half slabs, or a block with a half slab on top, or any transparent block. Besides glowstone, because we don't want to make light happen here to stop the mobs from spawning. And these terracotta blocks can also be another block as well. You don't have to use terracotta, but it has to be a block that doesn't stick to slime blocks. So you could probably use furnaces or droppers or obsidian, but obsidian's a bit annoying to get. You can't use melons. I was going to use melons because I've got the melon farm, but Enderman spawn in this farm, and Enderman can actually pick up melons, so we couldn't use those. So I'm just using terracotta because you can get a whole bunch of it pretty easy and it looks okay. Looks better than furnaces all on the side, I reckon. So now these mobs here on the slime blocks, they don't drop straight down. The block sort of goes out and they sort of for some reason get bounced inwards. So we have to put another sort of thing like this where the glass is there. We have to put it here like this. Oh, where's my rockets? Let's get back up there. I've only got these 12 rockets left too, so we have to be careful. Let me on. Okay, where were we? Over here. So we have to put this glass in like this. And so when they get bounced this way, they'll just hit the glass and go straight down. So they're going to hit this glass, go straight down, hit this glass and go straight down. So we can just have 2 hopper rings down the bottom and it should collect most of their loot. Some does go out the sides, so we can put a bigger amount of hoppers down the bottom if we really want to, but I think the 2 rings pretty much collects 90% of it. So, and we need to put slabs on top of these because the mobs standing on here can just walk on top of that glass and you don't want them up there. And so yeah, so I'll get the rest of this done. This part shouldn't take long. So I'll just do this on camera and then I'll show you how to connect the next layer so you know how to sort of get to the next layer before I just go and complete the whole thing. So let's get this in. And spiders do spawn in this farm. They didn't in the first version, the one that I've got a video up of now, but they do in this second version. So, and I'm not sure how, because on the wiki it says they need a 2x3, no, a 3x3x2 area to spawn. And I just don't understand, because there's only here and here 2 thin strips of spawning space. So how do they even spawn up here? I don't know. If you know, let me know and maybe we can fix that. Okay, let's just get up here. Yeah, if you've got any ideas on that, let me know, so hopefully we can fix it. But it shouldn't matter too much if you're more than 30, if you're AFK like 32 blocks away, the spiders that do spawn will eventually despawn, but they sort of would be taking up the mob cap, so it'll make it a little bit less efficient. But it's still more efficient than the first version, so that's why I'm still going with this second version. So yeah, let's get to the next layer. So that's one whole layer done. Pretty easy. Yeah, so block on top of there. We can pillar up again with our little pillar here. Another redstone torch. And pillar up again, and here. And here we have our next off torch. So this is where we go for our next set of pistons. So we just go 4 out in every direction, like before. And we should be good to go if we just build it the same way we built it before. It's a little bit fiddly, this farm. It's a little bit harder to build than those water flushing ones. They're pretty simple. Every pad is just easy to build. But, you know, I wanted to do something different, something that I came up with my own brain. So yeah. So yeah, basically we've got to just scaffold out like before to put our slime in. So let's just get a block. Let's go under here. Put a block under there. Come out a bit. This is really annoying. Okay, so we can start our slime here. Come out all the way across. And all the way across this way. And then we can get rid of these junk blocks. Except for this one under here, which I'm going to attach a terracotta. We can put this in. Pretty simple. Come out this way. And then as you can see, there we can put our piston in here while we're here. Just like that. And there we go, that's the start of the next layer. So we can get rid of that block there now. So as you can see, there's a space of 3 blocks between this pad and this pad, so the Enderman can spawn, and that's what I wanted. And also there's a space of 3 between here and here, so all the spawning spaces have a space of 3 blocks tall. So yeah, that's pretty much it. That's the gist of it. So I think I can go ahead and do the rest of it off camera now. And I don't know how much I can get done this episode because I am running out of time, but I will try and get this main part complete. Alrighty, so probably an hour and a half later, or an hour later, something like that. All 10 layers are done. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Sweet as. So hopefully I built it correctly. And I've just added in these redstone lamps, 4 redstone lamps on each layer. Just going around every block that every torch that's on is on. So, and they can light up the inside. So as the pistons go off, the torches turn on as well. And then when the pistons come back, the torches all turn off. So, but it's not actually powerful enough to stop spawning on the slime blocks here or on the spawning pads. It's just far enough away from them. So it probably still decreases a little bit of spawning possibilities because I think absolute darkness is better, but it doesn't do too much, doesn't make too much of a difference from what I have seen in my test world. So yeah, I'm going to keep them. They look cool on the inside at nighttime especially. So yeah, let's have a look at this construction. That looks cool. I like the colors. I actually like the blue with the green slime blocks. I think that looks cool. And I've only got 4 rockets left, so yeah, awesome. So now we've still got to do the top like lid, which keeps the light out. And then we've got to do the hopper pad down below. And then after that, we're pretty much done. We've got to do the little redstone mechanism at the bottom to make the pistons pulse. Which way's home? Oh, looks like I've run out of elytra. Yeah, my elytra are broken again. Oh well, I think that'll be it for this episode. Thanks again for watching, guys. This has been NuttyChef, and I'll see you in the next episode.